the next series, Flyers versus Pens. So
Honestly,
what do you think are the 3 highlights out of this series that, let's just break it down from there.
honestly, like number one highlight, I think is just they've outplayed Pittsburgh the entire series. Like it's like kind of watching it, and it's just like seeing kind of boys play against men, but it's like kids playing against grandparents almost, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what it looks like. But no, like even when you see Pittsburgh play, it feels like all their chances are coming from the outside. Last game was a little bit better for them.
Yeah.
But even like Crosby taking bad penalties, I feel like they're kind of getting underneath Pittsburgh's skin a little bit.
I honestly feel like this series, we watched game 4. But if we didn't watch game 4, if we just watched game 3 and we were doing this right now, I would have felt like as soon as the puck dropped, game 1, moment the puck dropped, I felt like the Flyers were already in the Penguins' heads. Like mentally, they were already winning that warfare. And just Crosby, I don't know, it just felt like he just completely shut down. Like he's like, I don't know, like it's like everybody got puzzled, like no idea what to do because they would dump it in, the puck's right back out, transition, and they just kept doing it over and over again, and it wasn't working. So, yeah, I don't know. It was pretty stunning just seeing the speed that the Flyers brought in, just constant pressure.
Well,
they were just being
crazy
gritty all the
it's
time,
like, it's not even just the speed; it's the physicality that they're playing with, right?
Yeah,
and like
it's even after the whistles.
Yeah,
they're just
being gritty.
Yeah.
No, just being like a past, right?
Yeah, but I know we were talking about the highlights, but I feel like with the Pittsburgh Penguins, because they don't have a guy, actually, in this entire playoffs, one issue I've had, and I think we saw this in the Tampa series, which was fine. But if you feel like your team is down and they don't have anything, you're doing your scrums. Like Pittsburgh is flat game 1, flat game 2, they're flat game 3. I mean, somebody has to drop the gloves. Like if you are like Rust was doing this, I think he was like punching. He was punching with his glove. Like you're not a fighter, but your team, like somebody in your team needs to step up, even if you lose a fight. But you gotta get something going.
Well, even you saw at the end of the last game, it was over. The game was over, and you saw like Martone and Crosby, and Russ. They're all like it was probably more like interaction from Pittsburgh after the game. So hopefully, like they carry that into the next game, right? I kind of want it to be like an entertaining scene. I don't want to watch this.
It's like the Shorty thing, man. Just set the tone, right?
Yeah,
like somebody has to set the tone. Like 3 games for Pittsburgh, it was like nobody setting the tone. The 4th game, Pittsburgh came. They won. It was good. I think their plan was working.
They just need a couple of gyms.
I don't know, man. I really thought the Pens were gonna win in 7, but damn, this is just not. It's not. I'm still not happy. Even the game 4, how it was played and everything. I still feel like it's Flyers hockey. Like everything that Flyers want to do, they're getting it done. There's nothing stopping them right now.
And the crazy part is, it's not just one player that's contributing. Like it feels like everyone's contributing. Like Owen Tippett's been playing well. Mitchkov's playing crazy too, right? Yeah. Same thing.
I've been hearing Flyers fan telling him, like, I remember after game 2, people were saying that you should healthy scratch him. I was very confused.
No.
Why? Because, he's not playing like a star or anything, but every single time you're touching the puck, I felt like something was happening.
Even last game, they almost came back. Yeah. Konechny, like, played, I think he had a goal. Like, it's crazy, right?
Dude, the highlight, I would say that one of the highlights, Vladar, man.
Yeah.
Like, the goals against is like 1.78, Yeah. Save percentage is like 930, I think. It's like,
but like, honestly, like the team, like the way, like Taka, I think he's genius, man. Like, I think he was with Pittsburgh for a bit too, like in their assistant, right? Yeah. So I think like kind of him understanding too, like being around those players, kind of advantage for Philadelphia too, right?
Yeah. Well, if I have to ask you, what do you think is the reason why the Flyers are winning? Like, do you have any certain things that you've been noticing?
Honestly, like one thing I think is they're just shutting. Like one thing I notice is every time Crosby is on, like they've been line matching with Couturier, right?
Yeah, but then they have Sanheim.
And I feel like Sanheim's just getting in his head.
Yeah,
and I think it's just like what you're doing is you're not letting him get started, right? And just trying to like slow him down. I feel like that's actually what's kind of helping Philadelphia. And one thing that I noticed too, and everyone probably sees it too, is just all like they're clogging up the central part of the ice.
Yeah, and
they're forcing Pittsburgh to play outside, and everything. Like you're not going to score many goals from the outside, right? And even the shots are like all from the points. Yeah. No one's in front. Like they've been doing. Yeah, they've been.
And nobody's getting in front of.
That's what I was just saying.
And getting in front of the net thing, I've been. Have you been noticing where certain players, when they're driving and it's a one-on-one and they're coming from the outside coming in, and instead of just completely driving into the net, maybe you have to run a goalie over, or maybe you just need to cut in and try to score. Instead, they'll stop, turn around, and then they'll wait for their team to come in.
Yeah.
You're making a safe play. But if you're on that one-on-one, you got that one step ahead of the defender. You gotta drive in,
drive
man.
hard on that, yeah.
You have
but
to.
you know, like I think it's just the way the NHL is now. You're not seeing as many like power forwards.
Yeah,
Right.
I get it. But I think there was an opportunity for us to do that, and I felt like there was a lot of times that I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just a puck possession. It's the numbers game now that you got to hold on to the puck, let the team come in, then you have possession. But I feel like there's certain plays that if your team is down, maybe running a play or two like that, it could send a message too, that we're willing to run your goalie over if we need to.
Yeah.
Just don't see it as much.
No, even like I think one thing they've helped Vladar a lot because I think he's just not had that many crazy. He just had to make routine saves, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing like out of the ordinary. So I think as long as they do that for him, like I think like they'll win the series. Do you think there's any chance Pittsburgh comes back?
I don't, man, it's hard. I don't see it because there's, okay. So another thing, like one of the reasons why I just feel like the Flyers you see their youth, right? You seen Porter Martone score those 2 clutch goals, right? You see Zegras also scoring the game, like the power play goal. But then you got Kindle on the other side and Chinakhov. They got nothing. They're on the third line. They got no points. You got youth on one side that's actually contributing or actually being the core of the team. And then the other guys, the 2 guys that were also playing great on the run, that are not doing anything. Why are they on your third line? Like, I get it. They won last game. Sure. I'll go take that away. But you need to add Kindle on the wing. Like, you got to put him back on Crosby. Like, you got to speed these guys up. Like, add some speed. You can't move them to the third line. They're not doing anything. And then the Flyers are just taking advantage with their youth. So I feel like that's one core reason of why it's just not working out. But yeah, Porter Martone, man.
Like, it's crazy. And the craziest thing is too how fast she's adjusted.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the big shocking thing. Usually it takes a while for players to kind of adjust and stuff like that.
Oh, he's a true Flyer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fits perfectly.
I think so too.
That's like the identity is perfect. A lot of the guys that are there. It's great. The third thing, remember one of the main reasons why I was talking about the Penguins winning was special teams.
Yeah. And it's
special teams went out the window, dude.
Just flat.
Went out the window.
It's like, if anything, they've been giving
the Flyers are better.
Yeah. No, and it's just, I think it's just them getting in Pittsburgh's head, getting them to take bad penalties too, right? Yeah.
Like, I mean, listen, there were times when there's just 5 guys in the box both sides. But even that's happened. Pittsburgh just power play just hasn't been that great. PK's been okay.
What do you think about goaltending? Because it's the same thing with Skinner, right? Like it sounds like they're gonna start Yari again next game. Well,
Yari's in.
Not Yari. Shilov's,
yeah.
That's what I think.
They should have, after game 2 when they lost that game, game 3 should have been a change. I think it's a little too late now.
So now you know what you got to do. You got to put Skinner in next game. He's gonna get you a shutout.
No, he's not getting nothing.
The
formula for Skinner is that when he does this and you put Pickard in net, he'll win you the series. The next series when Pickard drops the ball, then you put Skinner in. That's usually the formula.
Yeah, but they can't drop any games.
They can't drop the ball though, man. Yeah. So yeah.
Even Skinner, like you can't blame him for any of the goals. Like I think he's played solid.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't think this series has anything to do with goaltending, man. Like,
no, but
Bladder's been great, but I'm saying Skinner, you can't really blame him for anything. I think.
No, I think like you said too. I think if they were gonna change something, they should have changed it, and maybe
game 3 was crucial,
just to change something up, right?
They should have.
Yeah,
that was maybe a rookie mistake. That wasn't a great one. So, what do you think is the reason? Well, we already gave one of the reasons why Pittsburgh is losing the series. So, do you have any other reasons?
I think just age, man. I think honestly, it's age is kind of catching up to the players now.
Yeah.
When you have like a bunch of players and they're all over 35, like 4 of your key core guys are over 35.
When Crosby did that game 3 antic where he just kind of dived on that, that was
vintage Crosby.
Man, that was rookie Crosby. That was like first 2-3 years when he was doing stuff like that, and a lot of people didn't like him, had certain names for him, and then he got away from it. He had a really good reputation and everything. But I mean, you doing that was, come on, man.
No, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Caught for embellishment too on top of that.
Like I said, man, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, but cheat a little better, man.
Yeah.
You haven't done it in what, 15 years, 16 years? Now you're doing it. And then did you see the video where he's sitting in the penalty box and there's a fan behind him?
No.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I haven't seen this.
So Crosby's sitting there and the fan looks at him and he just does, right? He's like looking at him like he's his father. He's like, come on aside. And then Crosby looks at him and then he just gives him a little smirk and then he looks straight. It was funny.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's like, you know what you did. Oh, yeah. No, I feel like even the times when Crosby's touching the puck, some of the passes he's making, those are not normal Crosby passes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it's the age thing, man. I just feel like they don't like, they feel like they're kind of stuck in a box or something.
Well, even like last game, like, they won the game, but there was so many times where I thought Philly was going to come back and just like, take the momentum and just close out the series.
Okay. So now the fact that there's been 4 games and let's just give our reason. Okay, not our reasons. If Pittsburgh had to somehow turn around, win the series, what needs to happen? Do you have any things that need to work out for them to win the series?
I think they just need to stay out the box.
Okay.
That's probably the most important thing. And I think they'll win the next game. I think, and then Philadelphia closes it in.
But
in
other than
staying out the box, I like.
But there's so many things that are going wrong with them. There must be more than that. If you're the head coach, he walks in, you're like, guys, stay out of the box and we'll win.
No, not even stay out of the box. I think like honestly, like they need to send bodies to the net. Like you've been watching the games too. Yeah. It's like trying to shoot it, but like there's like Rust. He needs to get in front and like try and disrupt, right? And you're in front of the net, you're gonna like possibly draw a penalty, do something like that. Also, like you were talking about getting some of the other guys, younger guys, maybe move them up a line, right? Just insert some speed into the lineup.
Chinakhov
right?
is so invisible right now. Like you gotta do something with him, man. He's one of the reasons why you're on a good run. Mm-hmm. And him just being flat on the third line is unacceptable. I think personally, Pittsburgh doesn't just need to win next game; they need to shut him out. If Philly can't score a single goal next game and they come out with a shutout, I think mentally you can say that the series can change. Because I don't think this is like just scoring or this is like all mental game. The only way to turn it around is to use that mental warfare back on Philly.
Even I think like the longer the series goes, I think it's in Philly's favor because they're just grinding them and like.
No, but Philly, dude, everything's in Philly's favor right now. There's not the series doesn't need to go long. It could be short. Philly's gonna win this. Philly's up 3-1.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with that. I just think with Pittsburgh, you could only look at their point of view because Pittsburgh's kind of stuck.
No,
Pittsburgh barely has like a 15-20% chance.
I think the goaltending change, like sparked something. Like maybe ride,
but it can't be. I feel like it can't be a 1-goal game where it's like a 4-3 game and you win. Mm-hmm. I feel like you have to come out. It has to be like a 2-0, 3-0 game.
Just a statement game.
It has to be a statement game, right? And then when you go home, it's like now mentally, Flyers have never been there. They're up 3-2. Now the demons start coming, like not demons, but like those voices, those whispers coming into your ears. Can we close these guys out? They have experience. Okay, we can't do this. Then they maybe forget about the things that were helping them be successful, and now they're second guessing it. That's what Pittsburgh needs the Flyers to think. In order for them to do that, it has to be a big statement game tonight. Mm-hmm. They're playing tonight, right? 7?
No, wait, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, yeah, they're playing tomorrow, yeah, because they won last night.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, so that's key, man. This game, it's not just about the win; it has to be a big one. But I don't know, man. I don't see.
Where do you
I don't see the Penguins winning.
Yeah, I don't either.
Next game.
I see them winning next game. I think Philadelphia.
So you see Flyers, and so we both had. You had Flyers in 7. I had Pens in 7.
Yeah.
Now you think it's gonna be Flyers in 6, and I think it's gonna be Flyers in 5.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Everything that I had written for Pittsburgh has not worked out. Not a single thing. Everything went out the window. So, yeah, this series kind of threw me a little off. I really thought the experience, or at least I felt like Kindle would have brought something new to this team, but they haven't. I feel like they haven't used them properly. Personally.